What's going on, gang? Tractorhead04 here. Welcome to part 2 of the International Cub Lowboy clutch repair. Just finished getting the new clutch, pressure plate and everything in. So there's the clutch and pressure plate in. The clutch actually, I noticed when I pulled it apart, was in backwards from the person that did the last clutch job on it, so that wasn't too good. Also peeking the bell housing there, got the new roller style throwout bearing in. Everything's tight, ready to go. So we are going to I'm going to get a hand here to get the thing slid back together, and then the task begins of putting everything together here. Hopefully by the end of today I want to have everything buttoned up to the point where I can get a hand tomorrow to get the wheel off, just for safety purposes, you know, just to make sure nothing goes anywhere, and take a look at that differential housing to see what's going on there. So anyway, I'm going to get back to work. I'll shoot a clip when it's all back together, and we'll talk to you later. Alright, we're back here at the International Cub again. Took a bit more fooling around than I had hoped. However, we are back together with the engine and the bell housing. So everything's good to go there. Everything's tight. Next step on the list is to start getting the wiring and all the throttle rod, choke rod, all that hooked back up. I got the dustpan to put on the bell housing yet. So I will either shoot a video when it's back together, or the next thing you see will be tearing it apart to check that final drive. So alrighty, we'll catch you guys here in the next clip. Okay guys, it's a couple days later from my last clip. We are back here working on the 1968 International Cub Lowboy. Got everything back together finally. Runs good, clutch is good now. Before we put the hood on, I spoke with the owner. He had mentioned wanting to get the headlights working, so in doing that, was messing with the wiring and stuff, and turns out we had to pull the dash panel out of it because it had lost a connection at the starter button and the key switch. So thankfully we did that before the hood went back on, so everything's good there. We fired it up and tried the clutch, and the clutch was just brushing the bracket for the throwout bearing, so I had to get back in there and adjust that just a tad. But clutch itself is working perfect now. No grinding gears, no nothing. It just goes right in perfect. So the next step is to pull this wheel off this side and the rear, and see if we can see anything as far as what's going on in this final drive, because it is sure making a racket. So I will make another clip here when I get the wheel off, or get the wheel off and pull the pan, and let you guys know what we found out. So we'll talk to you then. Well, just got done speaking with the owner of the Lowboy here. Told him about the clutch being finished and everything, and told him what I thought was going on with the final drive on this side. And honestly, in my opinion, the way it sounds, it needs a total replacement. There's something pretty wrong there. I told him what that was going to cost for me to go get a good used replacement from a tractor salvage yard we've dealt with before, and what it cost in fuel to get there and back, and the labor it would take to swap it out. And I guess he decided that he's likely going to just take it home tomorrow and just run it and hope it holds together for a while. So that's the plan. Could also change if he comes over and hears what it sounds like also. But I think just for this video's purposes, I will get the thing out, let you guys see that the clutch and everything works okay, and we will end this video series with that. And if I happen to have it here to tear into the final drive, I will just make that a standalone video, I suppose. It would just make it easier. So, all right, let me get everything set up here and get it outside and let you guys see it moving, and then maybe another video on the final drive if he changes his mind. If not, I appreciate you guys watching the series on this tractor, and I will shoot that clip of it running and moving so you guys can take a look at it, and we'll talk to you later.